the most dangerous people in the world are the people who get it right on the first bet. And then it gives them this illusion of control over the rest of their life. Like they can control what the people around them are going to be, what their life is going to be like, where their kids can go to school, who their kids can be friends with or not. They think that because they predicted this one thing correctly, whether it's a stock or a business opportunity or you name it, that their word is gospel now. The classic example of this, by the way, would be that guy from The Big Short. Okay. Michael Burry, Scion Asset Management. He was the guy who said, nope, these mortgage bonds are shit. Shorted everything, made a ton of money. Nobody knew who he was before that. He's just some random asset manager. No one knew who he was. But then he got it right once, made a ton of money, and guess what happens? Every single time he says something on Twitter, everybody takes wind of it. I can't tell you how many times, literally, it's like noted. How many times has he said, the market's going to crash, and he does this, and he does that. And people listen to him. Why? Because he got it right the first time once. And the reality is it wasn't even the first time. It's the first time that everybody noticed. Okay. So he got it right once, and now everybody thinks that he's going to be able to do it again, which he can't predictably. And it gives you this illusion of control over the rest of your life. It's just not sustainable. You actually can go look up his firm today. I literally just did. Okay. You can pull up Form 13F. You got to file it quarterly with the SEC. You know how much money this guy manages now, Michael Burry, at his firm? $77 million. I'm not going to say that's a lot or a little. 77 million ain't a billion though. 77 million is what his firm manages today. 77 million. That's not very much money. Okay. Illusion of control. So whenever like you go to a dinner party or go to a thing and somebody's like, the second thing you hear about them is like, oh, this stock or this deal that I'm doing, or like, you should get in on it. Red flag always, because most people should be going for normal people wealth. They should be. It's the most predictable way to make money. And the people who get in trouble are the people who go for the normal people wealth and then get confused with the smart people wealth, the proverbial smart people wealth, because they want to seem more sophisticated. And then they lose it all. I've seen that happen, right? You dump out your 401k. You better have some sort of advantage. If you're going to take out all your 401k and put it into something else, you better have a competitive advantage. Most people don't have a competitive advantage. Your competitive advantage, if you're 30 or 35 years old, is time. So use that to your advantage. Don't be a freaking idiot. Okay. The antidote, by the way, to the smart people is Warren Buffett. I think I saw a quote today from Bill Ackman, who is like pretty famous hedge fund dude. And he was like, Berkshire Hathaway is really going to be in much better hands when Warren, passes, because, he's been too conservative, investing long term for his shareholders. He's 94 or whatever he is, almost 100. He can't think that far into the future anymore, basically, is what he was saying. And then somebody like quote tweets it and they say, and Bill Ackman is up 100% since 2015, and Berkshire Hathaway is up 250%. And so, this get rich quick, smart guy money, like Warren Buffett's time and time again proved to be pretty good over a long period of time, even when people are like making fun of him in the short time. Like in the short time frames, he is willing to look like an idiot in the short term to make a lot of money in the long term. He's always played the same game, and quite honestly, it's worked. The other way you can tell that somebody is in this game is if they're selling you a course. Because if you're selling a course on doing something else, you really weren't that good at doing that something else. Otherwise, you'd be doing that. That's my only piece on selling courses. Okay.